this guy who captures murderers has a ferret.
That's a ferret.
And maybe even in the opening sequence, maybe that's why he was wearing the trench coat. Maybe the ferret was on board.
Dude, that ferret was in that. That ferret's seen some things. No doubt.
Yeah. As much as Arnold, I mean, I'll be back is Arnold's most iconic line, for sure. But I really think the second runner-up is it's not a tumor. Like, it's so hilarious. And it's crazy to me that a guy that played this futuristic cybernetic organism in a movie that made us cry, and is so iconic from our childhood, is also sitting there with a room full of kindergartners. And it's just like, it's not a tumor. It's not a tumor at all. Like, it's just so over the top.
It might be a tumor.
The way he just kind of, Arnold handles her, and the way she goes along with it, it is a hats off comedy right
for
there.
Sure. Yeah.
And I think that gets lost in the Predator, the Terminator, all that stuff. They had great chemistry.
I like your terminology of Arnold handling as opposed to manhandling, because he does that a lot, and even to children in this movie too.
Stop it!
You remember when all the students get up and they do the "Who's your daddy and what does he do" scene, and it goes through all the kids where it's our mom thinks that our dad is a real sex machine.
Yeah. Those are the twins, right?
Yeah, those are the twins. A writer in the moment thought of that line, and because it had a sexual undertone, they had to call their parents to come on set and get approval.
Okay.
And of course, what do you think the dad said? He said, yes, please. Let them say, our mom says that our dad is a real sex machine. And it was so funny to see them. I mean, they're as old as we are to be telling this story of their dad on set being like, yeah, say that. That's great. And that's a badge of honor for him for the past 30 years, apparently, which is so cool.
Yes, say that. So her mom was like, but her dad was like,
well, I'm not a policeman. I'm a princess. And I'm like, oh my God, that's going to be one of my daughters. And I already know which one. I already know. I know my other one's going to be like probably the one blowing the whistle and the policeman. And so, when he does it again, I'm not. And her voice gets all soft. She is my favorite.
I'm not a policeman. I'm a princess.
Take it back!
All right.
Move aside, Rocky or Drago. You have a kindergarten training montage in this movie. Like, he wanted to show kids being active and the importance of kids following rules and following standards in school. Because I remember sitting in gym class, and when they'd pop in a VHS about the presidential physical fitness test, it was Arnold on the screen telling you to do push-ups.
We're going to do push-ups, and then I'm going to show you how to handcuff the body to the witness. What? Those aren't the same standards, Arnold.
Well, I've got news for you. You're mine now. You belong to me.
Oh my gosh. If there's a meme or a clip of me on my very first day of coming home from work after teaching, it's him passing out into the bed. I mean, it's just like, that is true. That's so true. And they were eating him alive. I mean, if there was a clip of, how I felt on our first fire drill. It's total chaos. That's a fire. It's a fire. It's insanity.
Yeah.
And how they get out. And again, that's proving his comedy. I mean, he's so funny and so good in these scenes.
But he's full-blown suitcasing a kid in one arm.
He's safe.
Just straight up
Kid
luggage.
is safe.
Come with me if you want to live.
I definitely remember being scared of him climbing up that satellite tower.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's terrifying. That's nightmare fuel.
Yeah. Back then, backpacks were like solid backpacks. Now it's like, you're dead. Like, it's not catching you. You're not making it.
They come like see? Sure, Grandpa, go back to bed. Here he is. Tell us about how backpacks are. No, I'm with you 1,000%. The stitching quality. Yes.
Hi, kids.
Mr. Kimble.
I'm back.
But then, he makes his comeback, right? Mm-hmm. But the principal at one point in the movie goes, we hope he stays and teaches here. And I was like pointing at the screen going, in my DiCaprio moment, he's not a teacher. He's not actually a teacher. You understand that? He is a cop who hunts down murderers.
And actually killed one of them in your bathroom. He's still in there. You got to clean up a body.